everyone and welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name's Rhiannon and today I'm filming an unboxing. Now these are the Fairy Loot and Illumicrate monthly book picks for April, and I have been waiting to dive into these ever since they landed at my doorstep. Now just a disclaimer, I do know what the books are, as I've just said. I do tend to look at spoilers for the upcoming books just so I know what to expect and so that I know whether or not I actually want to go ahead and purchase the book, because I am trying to be a lot more conscious with my book buying at the minute and I don't want to be purchasing books that I am not excited for and don't think I'm going to read. So with all that being said, let's dive into the unboxing. I think I'm going to start with Fairy Loot first just because that is the one on top. So let's put these down next to me here and get started. Okay, so Fairy Loot. I don't actually remember the theme for this month, so we're going to have a bit of a surprise, but as per usual we have some card paper on there, and then this is what we have in the box. The theme for this month is the Art of Deceit, and I do really like the artwork on the theme card. It just has me so excited to see the book. And then because this is the book only subscription, we will be diving straight on into the edition. Now hopefully this is the right way. I don't want to spoil myself, but I do just want to have a quick check. I think it is. So let's find out what this book is. Okay, so this one is This Monster of Mine by Shalini Abhisikara. I really hope I'm pronouncing that name correctly. I'm sorry if I'm not. But first impressions is that this book is really pretty actually. I really do like it. So here is the front cover for you guys. Then we of course have some lovely stenciled edges as we usually do with Fairy Loot. Moving on to the back cover, which looks like this, and then the spine looks like this. Hopefully that was all in focus for you guys. I can't quite tell on the viewfinder sometimes, but yeah, this is a really pretty edition. I actually like the stenciled edge. I have had swords on stenciled edges before from Fairy Loot and they've looked a bit wonky. However, because of the design of this one and because it's meant to look that way, it actually works and I am really happy with it. Let's see if we have more special edition elements. I'm trying not to spoil myself before looking at the book. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. We have this stunning artwork printed onto the book itself. I absolutely love this. I think it's so beautiful and yeah, I just love it so much. Then we have this artwork on the front end pages of the book, which again I love, and this artwork on the end. I will say this is definitely making me want to pick up the book as soon as possible. I love all the foiling. I love the style, as I said, and the character art is one that I really do appreciate as well. I don't tend to love character art, but yeah, this has me sold. Oh, okay, so whilst I was looking for some more exclusive edition elements, I have found a content warning, and I will read it out to you guys because I do feel like it's important. It says, "This romantasy runs quite dark and contains events that may be difficult to read. Please make every decision you must to keep yourself safe, even if that means stopping here. I remain so very grateful for your interest in This Monster of Mine. This book contains the following: alcoholism, bigotry, immolation, amputation, execution, sex, depression, gaslighting, graphic violence, mutilation, PTSD, non-binary phobia, and abuse." So we definitely have a very big list of content warnings. I appreciate that, and yeah, hopefully you guys will consider your mental health before diving into this book, because the last thing we want is for you guys to be triggered in any way. But we do have what I was looking for, which is a letter from the author, and it actually spans across 2 pages, which is really lovely. I always say this, but I think that this just adds such a personal touch. I love reading the author letter before diving into the book, and so I'm really happy that Fairy Loot are continuing to put these in there. And then the last thing I need to show you for this edition, which may be quite difficult because it's such a sunny day today and this seems to be reflective, but that is the reversible dust jacket for this book, which I believe is the original cover, however it's in a different colourway. This art in itself is absolutely beautiful. I will pop up the original cover somewhere up on screen for you guys now, but yeah, I really do like the green of this one. But saying that, I do think I'm gonna stick with having the Fairy Loot cover on display because I love that one even more. The synopsis of this book is actually only available on the reversible dust jacket, so I'm gonna try my best to read this to you without dropping the book. It says, "She knows the taste of death. He'll stoke her hunger for it. Sarai doesn't know why someone tried to kill her, but she does know that her case was closed without justice. 4 years later, she returns to the scene of the crime with a new face and a new job as a prosecutor who can magically detect lies. She is assigned to work with the ice-cold and perennially sadistic Tetrarch Kadra, the most vicious of the 4 judges who rule the land, and the prime suspect in a string of deaths identical to Sarai's attempted murder. Certain of his guilt and hell-bent on justice, Sarai begins a double life. solving cases with Kadra by day and plotting his ruin by night. But Kadra is charming, and there's something alluring about the wrath he inflicts on the city's corruption. So when the evidence she uncovers embroils her in a deadly political battle, Sarai must also fight against her attraction to Kadra, because despite his growing hold on her heart, his voice matches the only memory she has of her assailant. A dazzling, ancient Rome-inspired fantasy, this monster of mine is a bloodbath of manipulation, deception, and forbidden love. I am absolutely sold. You guys know that I love a murder mystery, so having a murder mystery in a fantasy book, as well as a sprinkle of romance in there, is sure to be a favourite book of mine. And honestly, I can't wait. Before getting too excited about that one though, let's dive into the Illumicrate book of the month now and see what they have in store for us. Again, this is the book only option. I don't get the monthly boxes now with the little trinkets, so we do have the cardboard paper on top, and then we have the book, so you get a little sneak peek here. What I'm going to do is take this out and pop the box on the floor. We do also have Kiwi here now, so apologies for any chaos that she may cause, but I am just going to pop this out. It's a very chunky book, guys, which I didn't think it was going to be for some reason, and I don't know why. Okay, I have just managed to get the bubble wrap open, so without further ado, let's look at Illumicrate's book of the month. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. This is The Raven Scholar by Antonia Hodgson, and I'm not gonna lie, I hadn't really heard a lot about this one until recently, and now I can't stop seeing it everywhere. People have been reading it and absolutely loving it, and so this is extremely high on my TBR now because of that. I will pop the original cover for this one somewhere on screen for you now, just so that you guys can get an idea of what the standard edition looks like, but honestly, I love this one. I love the purple. I think the design is just so beautiful, and honestly, it's just making me want to read it all the more. So here we have the front cover of the book. Then if I turn you around, you can see the stenciled edges, which you guys know I'm just obsessed with. I absolutely love these. And then moving on to the back of the book, which has this quote on it. And then if I turn you around, this is what the spine looks like. Let's once again see if we have any special edition elements on the book itself. We do. Oh my goodness. Yep. I'm obsessed. This is what is printed onto the book itself, and do I need to say anything, guys? You know how much I love my animals, and this is gorgeous. Absolutely love it. I love the different animals we have on there. It's so beautiful and striking, and it just makes me want to pick this one up because I need to know what on earth is going on. We even have like a serpent here. I don't know if you can see that properly, but on the top of the kind of spine bit here we have a serpent, or like a sea serpent or a dragon, and yeah, I'm intrigued. The artwork on the front end pages look like this, and again, it's just stunning. And this is what the artwork on the back end pages looks like. This edition is also signed by the author, and once again I'm happy to say that we do have a bound-in letter from the author in this one as well. I believe that those are all of the special edition elements that we have for this book, so now I'm going to dive into the synopsis because I embarrassingly don't know what this book is about, and as I said, so many people have just been raving about it, so I feel like I need to get in on the hype and actually know what is going on in this book. It says, after 24 years on the throne, it's time for Bersen, the brusque emperor of Oran, to bring his reign to an end. In the dizzying heat of midsummer, 7 contenders will compete to replace him. Trained at rival monasteries, each contender is inspired by a sacred animal: fox, raven, tiger, ox, bear, monkey, and hound. An 8th, the dragon proxy, will be revealed once the trials have begun. 8 exceptional warriors, thinkers, strategists, the best of the best. Then one of them is murdered. It falls to the brilliant but idiosyncratic Aluma Crate to investigate. But as she hunts for a killer, darker forces are gathering. If Nima succeeds, she could win the throne, whether she wants it or not. But if she fails, she will sentence herself to death and set in motion a sequence of events that could doom the Empire. Oh my goodness, once again, I am absolutely sold. I love trials in my book. Once again, we have a murder mystery element in here, and I just can't wait. I feel like this is a book for me. The hype definitely makes me more intrigued, and I feel like I am going to pick up this one pretty soon. But I feel like if I would have seen this one in the shop, or if I happen to read the synopsis, I feel like I would want to pick this one up straight away anyway, just because it sounds like my type of book. So yeah, this has me so excited. It's a stunning edition. I really hope that I love it as much as everyone else seems to. And keep your eyes peeled because it may be on a future TBR very soon. So there we have it, guys. These are the subscription box books that I received for April. I must say, I'm actually blown away by both of these. I think that these are going to be right up my street. They are darker fantasies. One has trials and a murder mystery and another has a serial killer murder mystery, which, oh my gosh, I'm just definitely here for. So I don't think I can choose a favourite this time around. In terms of the edition, I think it is going to have to be the Raven Scholar that wins it this month just because of the animals on there. But this monster of mine is so beautiful, the foiling is gorgeous, and the artwork as well is phenomenal. So I'm not disappointed in any way, shape or form this month. I'm so excited to dive into these. I will probably be doing so very, very soon. And I'm so glad that I decided to get these this month and not use any of my skips. Down in the comments, please let me know which of these two was your favourite edition. As I said, it's definitely hard for me to choose this time round, but I would be intrigued to hear your guys' thoughts. So if you have any, please leave them down below. If you have made it this far through into the video and would like to let me know that you're still here, please go ahead and leave me a raven emoji down in the comments. I'm choosing this emoji for obvious reasons. It's on the cover, it's on the stenciled edges, which I love, and I just feel like it's a very fitting emoji to sum up this video. I know I say it all the time, but seeing you guys comment the emoji of the video truly does mean the world to me. It blows me away that you guys watch these all the way through. So if you are still here but don't have anything in particular that you would like to say, please go ahead and comment that now. As well as that, please don't forget to click the like button if you like this video and the subscribe button if you'd like to see more content from me. But that is it from me today, guys. Thank you once again for watching, and I will see you soon in my next video. Goodbye!